Duncan Jax returns to fight bandits, radiation, lasers, the Stuntman Safety Association, and Hitler. That's right, fucking Hitler. This is Order of the Black Eagle on Stinker Madness.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is the podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me in the studio are Sam and Jackie. Hello to you two.
Hello.
Hello.
Cool.
I think that one of the things that we need to, one of the most important things about this movie, we need to bring out up front, the name makes the acronym OOTBE or Ootbay.
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 Which is what you would say if you were going to help in birthing Luke and Leia.
If you were going to shove an ice scooper into a woman and pull a baby out, you'd say, Ootbay.
Pull some Jedi twins out. Ootbay.
Ootbay.
Such a great film. So good. Good job on that one, George. It's Halloween today. October 31st. Halloweeny. Happy Halloween to you guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Candy.
We went to a Halloween party last night. Jackie and I went as ninjas. Sam, what was your Halloween costume?
My Halloween costume was Chester A. Arthur, Space President.
Space President.
It was a science fiction themed party that only two people took advantage of the theme.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a half credit because your ninja had a laser.
I did have Ninja Laser in honor of American Ninja and its Ninja Laser. I also had way too many weapons. Jackie went as Sexy Ninja. Did you get Assassin's Creed? Because that's all I got out of it.
I thought it was like
Assassin's
some
Creed.
Mortal Kombat bullshit.
Yeah, a little Mortal Kombat-y. You looked pretty good, though.
Yeah, I also woke up in the foyer of my house right next to the front door.
Yeah, you had a little bit too much to drink.
Yeah. Had a really good time, though. Laughed my ass off.
This movie is not a Halloween movie. It's not a spooky movie. It's a crazy Coke-filled shenanigans banana boat business.
Something like there's still some ninjas in here.
There is a couple.
Yeah,
I'm not even really sure if there are actually ninjas, but we'll get to that. As mentioned, Hitler makes an appearance. Duncan Jax is back from our Unmasking the Idol episode where he was a ninja, but this time he is just pretty much a straight-laced James Bond knockoff type guy.
pretty much.
No real karate fights, just guns and shenanigans and being charming and bedroom eyes and banter with women and innuendos.
He's still a burglar, though.
He is a cat burglar, yes, that's true.
He still burgles in this film.
Mm-hmm. Boon is back as well. A little less Boon in this one.
Less Boon,
Yeah.
but the Boon that you get is 110%.
Oh, man, Boon is off the charts in this one. What do you suppose ever happened to Boon, the baboon?
Typhoon the Baboon?
Yeah.
I think he has his own website.
Really?
I don't think he's in a lot of other movies, though.
No, I don't think so. Do you think he's still alive?
I have no idea what the lifespan of the average male baboon
I
is.
would think like 30 years or so.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably like SeaWorld, where like orcas live for 25 years,
Yeah.
and it turns out they live like 100.
Uh-huh.
But if they're at SeaWorld, you only live like 10.
Right. Because they're awful.
Awful people.
Yeah. I hope Boon the baboon had a good life because I sure do like that little furry rascal.
Me too.
Cool ass dude. This movie is shenanigans, as mentioned. Also very underappreciated and underknown on the internets. Only 194 people have given it a star rating on IMDb, which seems to imply that it has a similar viewership as Unmasking the Idol.
Not a lot of people have seen these films.
People need to get out there and see these. They're fantastic. We'll just go ahead and do the recommends right now. I'm already going to say, great movie. Go watch it.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Pretty spectacular.
Liked it a lot. So let's dive into this. Unless we're covering.
We got through the Ootbay thing, so I think we're good.
Okay, with the important stuff.
Yeah.
It starts out with top news. Hitler's a bad guy and dead.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I need to watch the news more at the beginning of this movie.
Right.
It's all, what?
It's a long news sequence.
It is.
Like, wow. Okay. So Hitler's, already is going to be involved at some point. Spoiler
also-
alert.
Yeah, and it's great because it's all of the Hitler footage that no one else wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He's not saying it's just Hitler walking around.
Right.
Like he's not doing anything. There's no significant war footage. It's just like, oh, this is all the shit that nobody else could use for the 10,000 fucking Hitler documentaries. Nobody wanted these 15 shots of him just
Going down a
standing
hall.
there or walking past a shelf.
Admiring the books that are on it.
Yeah.
Ay. So present day at Geneva at some place.
It looks like a high school.
What is this place supposed to be?
Well, they're giving is this like the what's the big peace award?
Nobel.
Is that Geneva? Does that happen there?
I think it does happen in Geneva.
Yeah, so they gave he's getting the peace award for lasers.
Science.
No, but they say specifically, here's your award for world peace and lasers. Because you built a laser that's going to make world peace by killing half of the world.
Right.
I don't know.
And he just gets a bowling trophy.
I have the same trophy. I got it for bowling. He got it for lasers.
This guy was so sad.
Dr. Brinkman.
Yeah.
Why do you say sad?
He had terrible teeth, and I don't know. He just kind of looked like he got beat up a lot when he was in school.
Yes, he is very Wiener-esque. He's when he gets nabbed, spoiler alert again, he makes these little, you help me.
And is easily directed into every situation. Like, go just stand there. All right.
Yeah.
Hold your arm up. I will. Get in here. Okay.
You might say Dr. Brinkman, while good at lasers, is a total pushover.
When he gets his performance review after the kidnapping, it's a 4-star. He did everything right, according to the kidnappers.
Right. Self-rating, he gives himself a 0,
Yeah,
though, because he's just too much of a wiener.
Yeah. I was going to escape. When were you going to do that? I wasn't going to escape. You're right.
Suddenly, Uzi-packing ninjas jump through the window. That's why I wonder if they're even ninjas.
They're ninjas.
Well, they're dressed like ninjas, but they're packing Uzis.
They are.
That's all they have. They don't have swords or shuriken or nunchucks, nothing.
Well, I think
just Uzis.
They're actually neo-Nazis dressed as ninjas so
That
that
is
we
correct.
get thrown off their trail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're red herrings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they think that Duncan Jax is going to go to China or to Japan and investigate ninjas or something, or like a deserted island, when actually it's just neo-Nazis in South America.
Dressed in pajamas.
So they nab Dr. Brinkman and they clip him to a helicopter and lift him off the ground.
He's just like, oh dear. Arms at his side. Perfect kidnapping victim.
Does he ever go in the helicopter?
I think they hoist him up there eventually.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, how long did they fly before they brought him in?
Just straight from Switzerland to South America,
I bet it's
dangling from a rope.
not very far because they probably leave you out there to like really scare you.
Mm-hmm.
But they look at him and they're like, this guy's no fun. He's just like, oh.
Well, and
So they just hoist him right up.
I think he might have fainted
Mm.
because he goes limp.
Uh-huh.
So
Or-
it's like, oh,
It could just also be a really bad safety harness and not comfortable to wear at all.
We'll just wrap this around your neck here.
Oh, his head came off. Bummer. In Washington, D.C., at the same time, Arabs are going into a building that has diamonds.
Certainly not just a normal branch of a Washington Trust Bank.
So you say that this Arab guy is Baron Goldtooth from
It's
the first
Baron
one.
Goldtooth, the same actor.
Okay, same actor. Well, what's this guy's story here?
He's stolen the diamonds back from the Smithsonian.
Okay. Were they his diamonds to begin with?
I don't know. I guess probably.
He really loves these diamonds.
he's acting like he just jizzed in his pants.
He has a physical relationship with these diamonds.
Yes.
They've been in some places where most diamonds don't go. Yeah, he's way too excited about them, but he just comes and visits them once in a while, apparently. Opens the box up and looks at them googly eyes and then goes home.
I think he's just stolen them back.
No, they were already in there.
Yeah, but they've probably only been there for a day or so.
Okay, but he's cherishing them.
Yes, coveting his own diamonds.
They are nice.
Yeah. But little does he know that inside of a cooling duct or heat duct or ventilation system is Duncan Jax, cat burglar.
You really just shouldn't have human-sized air ducts in these vaults.
You really shouldn't.
No.
So he breaks in and he Down on the floor is a laser grid system, classic security laser grid system, but he's got special sunglasses that can see it.
Yep.
He doesn't need like the powder that you blow and see all the lasers because there's not actually lasers there. It's just
No.
graphic.
Yeah, this was pretty super funny. Watching him be sneaky.
He's got very good balance because he's able to like lift one foot up and then grab the foot with his hand and move it.
Uh-huh.
So he's like placing his feet with his hands. It's really silly.
But he makes the classic move and drops his sunglasses into one of the lasers, and the alarms go off. Ah,
He goes, "Oh boy,"
oh, darn it.
which is exactly what happened in the first one.
Mm-hmm. And but he goes ahead and steals the diamonds back, and he gets out of there. He runs, takes out a couple of the Arab guys, and runs upstairs. And Boone's on the roof with a freaking super light airplane.
Yeah, an ultralight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They take off. Baron Goldtooth comes running out. No!
And then we don't see him ever again.
Never again, which was kind of a disappointment. I really liked this character.
It's interesting the two actors that they brought back and at what capacity.
Yes.
That, for the non-canon characters, they brought back the guy who played Baron Goldtooth to just have a cameo of sorts because he's not anybody.
Right.
As the Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
And then they bring the whale back to be the new Baron.
Right.
That the whale looked like maybe he'd lost some weight.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
Black can be slimming, especially in a dark room.
Neo-Nazism is very slimming.
Oh,
Yeah. You ever seen a fat Nazi?
no.
Actually, you know what? I've never seen a fat Nazi. That's not just a joke. I've never seen a fat Nazi.
Oh, there's got to be a few.
You would think. They're gluttonous villains.
Huh.
I've never seen one in a picture. Anyways. So he lands his plane at this freaking gala at a country club.
We have to
house.
I'm thinking this is Star's house.
Or is it?
It has to be because the cigar box with the bullshit radio thing in it.
I think it's Secret Organization HQ.
Well, he lives there.
Posing as Star's house. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What happened to Duncan's house?
They had to use most of Duncan's house to build the other sets.
Oh, right.
From the inside. So all the inside stuff has been repurposed for new sets. So this is the new headquarters here.
It's a really nice building.
It is.
Yeah.
And Star's got a pretty sweet swank place.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I'd go there.
Sure, why not? Duncan goes there. He just goes right inside. Here's your diamonds. Send these to the Smithsonian, Buster. And then just
Goes
goes.
Be back here at 10. I'm already here. It doesn't look like he's leaving. And then
No.
they don't go back there at 10. They go to the Polo Players Club.
What is Duncan going to go do inside Star's house?
Drink all of his booze.
Yep. It's party time.
He just heads straight for the kitchen and browses the
Yeah, like-
refrigerator.
Because the Star's already having a party.
Uh-huh.
So he walks right past all of the guest booze that's out and just goes right after Star's personal scotch. Fuck him. Then Boone craps right on the carpet.
Right. And then he drives home drunk
Yeah.
because that's how Duncan does it.
In his ultralight.
Yeah.
Bye.
This road is really narrow.
Yeah.
This runway is not plane size.
Yeah.
I like that on the way in, somebody is like, who was that? I think that's a baboon. Oh, I thought it was the Leibowitz kid.
The Leibowitz kid.
Yeah.
He's really ugly.
Yeah. So a lot of the additional voices or they just sort of like throw in these lines in post-production that are definitely afterthoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Quite funny.
Hilarious. So the next day, he and Boone drive to the Polo Club, and there they meet Star to discuss these Nazis, the Order of the Black Eagle. But they don't really know what the game is. They just think that they've nabbed Dr. Brinkman so they can do something with lasers.
With lasers, yes.
So Duncan has to go in, figure out what's going on at secret Mayan temple headquarters
In South America somewhere.
in South America someplace. South America, the country.
Yes. It never says that, explicitly that South America is a country. It just says that El Gato Grande, South America. So
Right.
It's just a town
Yep.
somewhere
in South America.
in one of those countries.
Nondescript. So Jax is going to break in by posing as another one of these Nazi guys that just happens to look exactly like Duncan Jax.
With a mustache.
All right.
Yep. I think that's what blew his cover.
The mustache?
They were like, that's not a real mustache.
Maybe. What's this other guy doing at the same time? Did they
They captured him.
Did they?
Yeah, they captured him and they're holding him.
They figured out he was the American contingent of this order.
They should have had one of those sweet split screen things with Duncan and Duncan, Ian Hunter, and both.
Well, he's already under wraps when they're talking about it, because Star says as much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But inside, he has to meet his new female partner, Tiffany Youngblood from Interpol. She's also going to pose as a Nazi woman.
She's his assistant, Marta,
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess she looks exactly the same, too.
Well, nobody cares what Marta looks like,
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
All right, so I'm going to burn one now.
Okay.
All right.
If she's from Interpol, shouldn't she be British?
Not
No.
necessarily.
We have Interpol here.
Yeah.
They're strictly investigation. They're not law enforcement. They don't carry guns, none of that stuff.
Oh, all right, because I thought Interpol was a British thing.
It's
No.
Interpol. It's International Police.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
mhm.
Okay.
For the uneducated listener
I didn't know that.
and the
For the
uneducated co-host.
Panelist. Yeah.
Well,
3 degrees. She's interesting. Tiffany.
she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's sassy. She doesn't put up with Duncan's shit.
Well, she's
I didn't even know if he's giving her shit. Sure, he's giving her the bedroom eyes, but he's
Right.
giving Star the bedroom eyes too.
That's true.
I thought that his bedroom eyes were cut down quite a bit in this film.
Oh, significant amount.
Significantly.
Yeah, yeah. But
I was
they're
disappointed.
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still there, but just not as much. And I just kind of thought she was being bitchy. Like some of her comments, like, should I go swab down and sanitize her? What?
What does that even mean?
What are you talking
They're-
about, lady?
They're going to go to dinner.
Yeah, you're headed for South America.
Yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with
You should get a
anything.
vaccination is what you should
Yeah.
do.
Watch
Just
out for-
should
Just take the penicillin with you.
Yeah. Just put it in your coffee every day
Don't go swimming.
with Duncan Jax.
Don't drink the water.
With Duncan Jax.
Don't go to a gas station and piss in the bathroom.
After Duncan Jax does.
Right.
Guy's full of chlamydia. He's got more gonorrhea than the gonorrhea bank.
Hello, welcome
I don't
to-
know what it has a lot of gonorrhea.
Welcome to the World Bank of Gonorrhea. Would you like to make a deposit? No, a withdrawal.
Really, no one wants that, actually. That's weird. You're new. First time for everything, I suppose.
What is our business model here, anyways?
It's the revenge fuck.
They would have shut us down, but they're all afraid to come here. So
Oh, hey-o! Zing!
Damn, dude, that was a good one.
yeah, it is okay. Back to the movie.
Moving on. Meanwhile, at the secret Nazi temple in South America, the Baron the Whale. Do we even know what his name is? They just address him as Baron.
No, he had a full name. It was like Baron von Stolfler or something like that.
Baron neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
He's got this number 2 man, Doc Kurtz.
Kurtz.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Kurtz.
And he's giving him all the business about what the fuck to do. Well, he's just sitting there in this dining room with an entire chicken at his plate.
He's got a glass of brandy and a chicken and no utensils or napkins.
Uh-huh.
He's just going to eat that chicken and rub it all over his pajamas.
His Nazi pajamas.
We should mention that the dining hall is the pool room from the first movie.
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
I thought they did a good job, though, repurposing it.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't as cool as Alligator Pond.
No, it wasn't.
No, the throne room and Unmasking the Idol is unmatched. Well, Duncan, Tiffany, and Star go downstairs and meet with Sato, who is now Q from James Bond.
He was sort of Q from James Bond before. A little
Yeah.
bit.
It's just Duncan's bodyguard personal assistant.
No,
No.
he was sort of Q already.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, he had devices in the last one.
Well, now he's got all sorts of gadgets. This is definitely more gadgety because he's got missile pen,
Missile lighter.
missile lighter.
Well, he says, like, this looks like a normal lighter.
No, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't, but it blows something up, so you're like, okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
It's a stick of some sort.
He's got a grappling hook line thing like Batman.
Cigarette case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did he have?
He had a sweet calculator watch.
Mm-hmm.
A belt that comes with ninja stars.
True.
Yep. that are serious business.
Serious business.
Mhm.
And then he had some kind of new gun.
It's a Desert Eagle. It's
Mhm.
not all that new, but yes.
Okay.
And she takes the Desert Eagle and target practices with it and blows the target's wiener off.
Off completely, and
Blows those balls to hell.
Star just winces the whole time. This whole scene is ridiculous because
It is hilarious.
when they're trying to like make jokes with each other, the whole time Boone's just going,
In the corner.
yeah, and like when they filmed it and they got him to do that, and then during post, I think it's just funny, so they just add through this whole scene. You can't. It's hard to pay attention. You're just laughing too hard to pay attention to exactly what's going on, and it ends with balls getting shot off. And you're like, well, what the fuck?
And it looks like Star is just thinking to himself, you know, I really wish I had a different job.
Yeah.
These guys are, what am I even doing here? This is stupid.
Like, he'd be that guy that's at like the lumberyard in the forklift with the ear-to-ear grin and the coffee, just like rolling through, moving pallets around, just so goddamn happy. And everyone's like, why is that guy so fucking happy? He's not dealing with two monkeys fucking a football all day.
Weird scene. We, back in South America at the El Gato Grande Cantina.
Is the town, I think the town is El Gato Grande. And
Oh, I
the
thought the cantina was El Gato Grande.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, either way, there's a place called the El Gato Grande.
And there's a cantina.
And inside is a deadly poker game where if you cheat or try to rob the money, a tall lady named Spike will toss a knife into your back.
Yep.
And they will not bury you.
The first
Ever.
Yeah, Flo Hyman.
First appearance of Flo Hyman.
It only happens once for the first time.
Oh, God.
Not a pretty lady.
No, not really. Very
Superb
tall.
volleyball player.
Yeah, very tall.
She, she just looked kind of like rough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she'd fucking kill you.
Well, she does. She kills that one guy with a fucking knife. in
Right off the
back.
bat.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any qualms with killing people.
Was he part of the gang at one point?
I'm thinking because he has a head wound. This is the our first.
No, I don't mean the bandits. I mean her gang.
No, he's
Okay.
one of the. He's a townie.
Oh, he's a local. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a townie.
So, and we're first introduced to the unexplained facial wounds
Mm-hmm.
because he has a big like wound on his open pussy wound.
I'm going with flesh-eating bacteria.
And I said something during the movie because I thought it was a subplot, but it isn't. I think it's just every time I see the second one, I'm like, it must be the reactor poisoning the water, the laser reactor. So I'm sticking with that.
Jackie, do you got a theory?
Leprosy.
Okay.
Okay.
I hear that's rampant in El Gato Grande, South America.
Yeah.
What's the stuff that you get from cat shit? There's like a flesh disease
Flesh
from that. Yeah.
Eating bacteria.
Probably.
Who knows?
That was what I said.
That's what comes out of cat's butt.
Huh.
Flesh-eating bacteria. Not shit, just flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah,
is
that's
what
why.
they poop.
That's why you should never have a fucking cat.
That's why
Huh.
they have their own bathroom in your kitchen, is to get rid of the flesh-eating bacteria. Oh, damn it, cats suck. Just lost half of our
I don't
listening
mind
audience.
cats.
It's the internet. Everybody likes cats. on the
Everybody likes
internet.
cats. I've
Except
got
for
no
this guy.
problem with them.
So Duncan and Maria, Duncan and Tiffany, we don't have this long, elaborate plan establishing and training from the first movie. They just go straight there in a helicopter.
Yeah, well, they're already pros. They don't need any training.
Okay, all right.
Plus, they're not planning a heist this time.
It's true.
Because in the first one, they're actually fucking robbing other ninjas
Mm-hmm.
when it really comes down to it.
Right. But they just, they take a helicopter down there. I'm assuming from wherever Star's house is in the United States, within driving distance from Washington, D.C. So just take a chopper, book a chopper, and fly down there. To...
Maybe they're just taking the
Nazi
helicopter to
headquarters.
the ruins from Airport South America.
So you land at Airport South America,
Sure.
and you book a chopper and say, can you take us to the secret Mayan Nazi
No, the
headquarters temple?
secret Mayan Nazi helicopter is waiting for you at Airport South America.
Yeah, because the pilot has the uniform on.
He's a Nazi.
yeah,
Nazi
he's
pilot.
a Nazi.
Okay.
So that helicopter belongs to the Nazi camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
You know, because every supervillain needs to have some kind of flight.
Mhm.
Thing like a jet,
He probably had a sub too. We just don't get to see it because they don't get that far.
Right.
right? They had to cut that part out of the movie. It was just too long.
They had a sub in the first one.
I think Hitler had a lot of subs, actually. like an entire country's worth of subs. I bet he still has. If he's in a cryogenic chamber, I bet he still has.
I think that you should just say Hitler still has subs.
Hitler
just
still has
stick with
subs.
that.
Yep.
That Hitler son of a bitch still has more subs than us.
Yep.
And by us, I just mean me and Bingham,
Right. The dog.
the dog.
So they get put into their rooms, which is just the dungeon. Like, guest quarters is a dungeon.
The whole thing's a dungeon.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a dungeon with a laser on top.
You could put, like, maybe some paintings on the wall, though.
You know,
Make it look nice.
this is like a prison bunk bed
Mm-hmm.
in these shots. And I'm like, okay, so you're supposed to be the leaders of the new regime,
Uh-huh.
but you're putting them up on a prison cot.
All the budget went into the laser.
Yeah, I mean, and this
the
guy was supposed
helicopter.
to be like a millionaire or something. And what?
Prison bunks.
Prison bunks. Like, oh, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, no, I want a different room.
It's better than the treatment than the doctor, laser scientist getting.
Yeah,
He doesn't
even
get to go to
bedroom.
sleep. They just press him against a pole periodically.
Mm-hmm. So they're like having a little, oh, only one room, huh? Looks like we're gonna have to make things comfortable in here. But she's like, oh, look, found a room. I get my own.
And
no sex for you, Duncan Jax.
even if it was the one room, there definitely is a bunk bed standing next to you saying that.
Uh-huh. But things accelerate pretty quickly as far as their relationship goes when Duncan takes his shirt off.
Yeah. Well, this whole thing is great. So they're like, okay, here's your dungeon quarters. Meet us for dinner. Here's your Nazi uniforms.
Uh-huh.
So I guess they're now like commanders, Nazi commanders, because they have different colored uniforms.
They do.
Everybody's got a different uniform. It's like,
Yeah.
I made this, and this is my
Yeah,
uniform.
that blonde lady was really freelancing because she's the only one that has blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she got some talking. She got a stern talking to
Yeah.
after dinner from
Breaking Nazi dress code.
the Baron.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I said red. I sent you a sample of the material so that you could match it.
And she
You dumb bitch.
and as he's, giving her the business, he notices that all of her pins are actually Jersey cows. And he realizes that he's not going to win this one. So he gives her 8 demerits and sends her on her way.
We are Nazis? We only wear charcoal! How dare you!
I love your lapel it's a very nice Jersey cow. They are very cute.
Now
I
die!
notice your watch is the same.
So upstairs, after I am led to believe that Duncan Jax and Tiffany make the whoopee. Anybody have any problems with that theory?
No.
No.
3 minutes of thunder.
Yep, good enough for me. Upstairs, Baron gives everybody a demo of the laser. Now, mind you, this laser's not supposed to be working yet. They have to have Brinkman come in to get the photon beam to work.
Well, I think it's not even a laser. It's a photon beam.
Isn't that the same thing?
I don't think so.
Photons are light atoms. The beam of light.
Maybe.
I would consider that to be a laser.
All right.
That's 6.5 one another.
6.5, one and another. It's good science.
It's good for the gander. It was good for the goose.
Yep.
Science.
He blows up a fucking space satellite.
Yeah, I think it's actually just the beginning to MacGyver.
It does look that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I thought it just looked like a bunch of stars.
It's really just, it's like they took the GM commercials, take a page from this. The other one, he doesn't actually blow anything up. It's just a PowerPoint. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
push the button. Okay, look at that explosion.
Hey,
Wow.
I got this
all
animation
right.
with PowerPoint 2010. Thanks, Microsoft
Whoa.
Office.
I can't believe it. That was such a big explosion. It's only a 20-inch monitor. How big could it be?
He hits the other button and a bouncing smiley face comes across the screen.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Those little laser.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, the screensaver comes on. It's just bunnies. He's like, "Oh, turn it off, quick!"
Either that or that little paperclip guy comes out and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've noticed that your production has stopped running.
Your battery is at 20%.
Can I help you?
Yeah. No, you can't. You're a paperclip.
Hey, are you a Nazi? Shit. Fucking
Windows Millennium Furor Edition.
It bites off more than it can chew and then crashes. Now it comes with loaded gun to shoot yourself in the basement.
Oh,
And your wife, because you're a dick. Oh, you feel bad for fucking suicidal Hitler, Sam?
I don't think he really did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, probably not.
He's down there in that trash can still.
What's the proof about that?
No, I watched a documentary. He is actually in a German coastal town on this little island, and they did a documentary on it. And, and all these Nazis live in this.
Argentina.
Yeah.
How's is he neighbors with Elvis still and
No.
Sasquatch there too?
It's a private island, and somebody goes out there and takes some milk and bread once a week.
Did you see this on the History Channel with that crazy guy that talks about aliens being everywhere by chance?
Georgios Sokolos.
I can't remember where I saw it.
Hitler is on an island right now.
I think it was on the Netflix.
The aliens came and got him and put him there.
I did read that a homosexual or Hitler was frolicking in Brazil in U.S. Weekly World News. So
Okay, all right.
it's a reputable.
It is indeed.
Would he be dead by now?
You would think that he would be very
150
dead.
years old.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way.
unless he's frozen in a trash can.
I do know, though, you guys are right, that after the war, a ton of fucking Nazis fled and went to Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ton. So I actually award this movie a little bit of credit for being savvy on that. Because for the most part, it's like South American neo-Nazis. Really? Huh. Then you realize,
No,
yeah,
that's really
that makes
thing,
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so they have, after the demonstration, they have some donuts for dinner upstairs.
I am imagining they already had dinner, and these are like dessert pastries.
My little coffee and donuts after watching a satellite get exploded.
Well, it looks
Or-
like they have cognac there.
Maybe he just serves pastries, and after everybody leaves, they bring him another chicken for himself.
Yeah. He has a guy named Colonel Stryker declare war on the world
Just
at
to
this
the
dinner
table.
party. Yeah. Just so you guys know, here right now, we're all at war with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
They don't know that because I didn't bother to call or send a press release or anything like that.
I'll send it tomorrow.
Yeah. We don't have an embassy anywhere because we're not a country. So no ambassadors, no diplomats moving around. But just so you know, it's us against everybody.
Everyone.
Oh, that's a great speech. Let's go to this room over here.
Yeah.
And inside this room is Adolf Hitler frozen in a trash can.
It's a nicer trash can.
It is a trash can.
It's not even a nicer trash can. It's just one of those galvanized jobs. It's a piece of shit. He doesn't look good because he's been in a fucking trash can for like 40 years.
He looks like cake.
He's a Hitler cake.
Yep.
It's a Hitler ice cream cake. It's probably very delicious.
He looks awful.
Like if you got into his head and it was mint chocolate chip, that would be awesome. I would eat that Hitler cake. I wouldn't even feel it would be like Larry David eating the penis cake. I don't care that it's Hitler. I don't agree with him. It's fucking delicious. Leave me alone.
Is his clothes also cake, or did they just
Oh yeah,
put some
that's
clothes
icing.
on top of a
It's
cake?
icing clothes. It's delicious.
Yeah. I mean, icing comes in a lot of different colors.
Duncan Jax should walk in there and be like, why do you have a Hitler cake inside of a trash can?
Here's, eat your heart out, Hitler. Oh, I will. Never mind. It's raspberry.
No, that's actually Hitler.
Oh,
Oh.
he's tasty.
Like him.
Have you tried him? He's good. You should get some of this human ice cream cake or whatever it is. I don't even know. It's really tasty.
Duncan Jax, you sick fuck.
But my favorite part about this scene, though, is they're all staring at the trash can and the looks on everybody's faces as they're going around the room.
The fuck.
Yeah.
It's an awesome clinic in who's a good actor and who isn't. You're like, good job, terrible, good job. Are you even paying attention? Doing okay. Duncan Jax, you're the lead in this, really.
He did not seem
No.
surprised at all. He was just like, wow.
Huh.
So I got to get back to my room and bang this chick.
Yeah.
So that's nice
We
that you've
wrap
got a
up
Hitler.
this Hitler cake thing. Can we cut the cake?
Can we eat this? We eat this cake guy, right?
Is it your birthday,
Are
Baron?
you going to give another speech before we get this fucking cake going? I mean, I just had donuts, but
I know. I shagged that lady for 4.5 minutes. I am kind of hungry. I'm peckish. If this is an ice cream cake, I'm ready to go after it.
what's this button do? So they need the laser to awaken Hitler so they can take over space?
Well, I think that they just needed some military might before they woke him up.
Oh, so he's not doesn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
Yeah,
type
so
thing?
he's not fussy.
Okay.
Like, oh, wake up, Hitler. And he's like, I told you not to wake me up unless we had space supremacy.
Unless we could take over space.
Yeah. I mean, it's a reasonable request.
Okay, fine. How are they going to take over space exactly?
With the laser?
Okay. Who are they going to shoot with the laser?
Anyone that's in space.
Not a lot of people in space.
No, but shoot down a few satellites and nobody's going to ask any questions.
Our satellites sure keep going missing. What's going on? Did somebody declare war with us? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. Somebody had sent a letter. It didn't make a lot of sense. I guess there's some neo-Nazis in Argentina and they're the kings of space now or something. Hitler's alive or not a cake. I'm not sure. I thought he was a cake.
Very strange villainous plot.
No, it's more dubious than the first trading of gold for nuclear weapons and submarines.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys something.
Sure.
Hitler is not going to be a great leader when he comes out of this coma.
Okay.
Because we now have the interwebs,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just going to be surfing the Google.
Well, this is 1987.
Yeah, they don't have Google.
Oh.
They've got Magnum PI.
Magnum PI would be very distracting to an unfrozen Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think that he's going to be kind of a piece of shit for a while.
I think he was kind of a piece of shit when he was alive.
Well, as far as their plan goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's going to be like, oh my God, have you seen this? He's going to be out there driving company vehicles because they go faster than what they did back then.
You can have a mobile phone?
No, I'm really thinking the Magnum PI is going to be the thing that's... Did you see him? He has a whole mustache. The ladies love him. Starts growing his mustache different, cuts his shorts way too short. Like you just know there's no reaching him for about 6 months. Everything is Magnum PI with Hitler.
Beach party Hitler.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Like you thought he was bad before. Now that he's hooked on Miami Magnum PI, you can't even talk to him.
I don't know if he'd go for the Ferrari, though. You have to get a Mercedes. Maybe
Italians.
a Volkswagen Beetle,
Yeah.
since it's the Hitler
A little
car.
Mercedes, yeah. He would be afraid that they would do something to the tailpipe of the Ferrari.
Like put a banana in it?
Or a bunch of knives. Is that what happened to Mussolini?
They put knives in his tailpipe?
Yep.
No, they
They
didn't.
put knives in all of him.
In him, but not in his...
Oh, yeah. He got the Gaddafi treatment.
In his
Oh.
butt.
Oh, like he was holding a tailpipe of a car when he got executed?
Exactly. I thought you were implying
Jesus.
that they put knives inside of a car's tailpipe. And that he was standing back there and somebody started it and the knife shot out and hit him.
No. No, they put knives in his butt.
Okay. All right. Check.
Did they really stab him in the buns?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I thought they stabbed him pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Tore his arms off and shit too. Didn't do nice things to Mussolini.
At 2, butthole.
Even finer than Aginsu knives?
So Duncan and Tiffany get locked in their room at night. I guess everybody does. I'm led to believe because he's walking down the hall, locking all the doors. But Duncan is able to get out using his
Remote control
Google
watch.
Samsung Gear watch.
It says volume and channel on the watch.
You put in a headphone, you can listen to your podcast while running.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the
That's why he's in such good shape.
it's the first iPod watch.
Or it's just a TV remote.
Could also just be a TV remote converted into a watch as a prop. Anyways, they find the doctor. They run down to the laser room and they find the doctor, but they did a very poor job. They did a very poor job of checking those corners because Colonel Stryker just walks right up behind him and is like, drop your weapon. I've got you.
I think they're assuming there's no closed circuit cameras here, which there obviously would
They
be.
should have done a little homework. Like, this
Yeah.
is a shitty plan. Just run in there. Oh, we're fucking nabbed. Great.
Good thing Star has a plan B.
Mm-hmm. And the Baron.
Actually, I think it's a plan D cup. Whoa. I already forgot her name. I couldn't look at her face the whole time.
Maxie.
Maxie.
I'm up here, Sam. The Baron knows all about them, though. So it's not even that their break-in plan was shitty. It's their whole plan has been shitty because the bearer knows that he's Duncan Jax and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
Tiffany Youngblood, Interpol.
They probably the one guy with the mustache was a plant because he looked like Duncan Jax.
This is how we flesh out the Duncan Jax.
Yeah.
We are very clever.
No, I think it was his crappy mustache that gave him away.
Could be. I noticed the glue on your mustache. But they take her away, Colonel Stryker, to, I guess, Rape Town. I'm just going to go with it.
Actually, later on, you see her quite unmolested
Okay. Yeah.
in her bedroom. So they just take her back to her bedroom, and she just hangs out.
He didn't take his shirt off. That's all it takes with her.
Well, there's no one to really... Because you got Kurtz is busy harassing the doctor about the laser. And then Stryker immediately has to chase after it. So there's not really anybody left for a good authoritative raping.
Okay.
So she just hangs out.
All right.
Well, that was my question because, either that or she just started talking right away because there was nothing wrong with her.
Well, it could be like they get her back there and they're like, tell us everything. And she's like, I came here to stop your plan, but you caught me. That's pretty much everything. What else do you know? There's not a lot else to know. This is, we're at 100% right here.
Miss Lippy's car is green.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
I'm going to take a nap now.
Yep. Well, they stick Duncan in a cooling tank for the reactor.
For the
I guess.
reactor, which
Yeah.
must not be radioactive.
Yeah, it's just water. It just fills up. And so they're going to drown him in a James Bond-esque trap. But he's got tough grout wire. And
He's got
cuts
his bolo ties made out of wire.
razor wire.
Yeah.
Nazi bolo tie is razor wire, yes.
So he takes out a couple bars and swims free. And he's got his little 6-minute breathing apparatus that Sato gave him.
Yep.
And he swims out into the jungle. Okay. But the Nazis know, because they sent some fucking dirt bike Nazis out after him.
Stryker himself.
Yeah, one of Stryker himself. And it's a pretty sweet chase. He Ninja Stars one off of his bike and steals it. And then they're riding along.
A lot of hot dogging.
Going over jumps and heel clickers and Supermans and
Duncan Jax steals the helmet of one of the, as well as the
Safety
motorcycle. Well, because he's obvious, Ian Hunter's not going to wheelie around that much.
no.
That whoever's riding that motorcycle, boy, can he wheelie.
Yeah. He slides to a stop in this clearing and ties a wire to 2 trees and then takes off. And the first guy, Colonel Stryker's like, he ducks. He's like, look out for that wire back there. And the next guy just goes right through it and lops his head off.
Lops his head right off. And this is where we're
Hilarious.
at, like, because we see his belt with the stars. He was going to use one of them, so he's used all but one of his spy gadgets to this point.
Right.
now.
And he jumps the motorcycle into this river, and Stryker pulls out his Uzi and is going to shoot him, but his gun's jammed, and Duncan Jax pulls out the lighter missile. Blows up Stryker.
Yeah, this is the first
Fireball.
time you see this. You're like, whoa, Stryker's already down.
He is dead.
That is not a very formidable adversary.
I thought he was going to be a bigger deal.
And he's out of gadgets. Used all of his gadgets.
Yep. Well, he doesn't need any more gadgets because he finds Maxie down by the river, who is... I'm led to believe that they have a pre-existing relationship. That
Yes.
they've done some things, missions, probably banged.
Yeah.
But they're familiar with each other.
Yep.
And she's like, hey, we got a bus coming to get us. And sure enough, bus pulls up, and inside is Star. It's all part of the plan.
Yep, plan B.
Yep. The bus is going to take them till El Gato Grande, where Maxie's going to get her team assembled, and they're going to storm the castle.
They've been assembled. They're just drunk and
They're
playing
just drunk.
cards.
Yep, right. Yeah, it's Spike's team from earlier. Some guy in there, Maxie walks in and orders a drink, and some guy in there just goes, hobba, hobba,
Yeah.
and just beelines right at her and totally pulls a Donald Trump. Just doesn't say anything to her, just goes right for the smoochins.
And
Forced smoochins.
doesn't do well.
No, he gets his ass kicked.
And the pigeon, they're not pigeon. It's a beautiful, majestic bird. What are those called?
Macaw.
Parrots? Macaw, whatever. It's kick him in the balls over and over again. Kick him in the balls. Finally, she appeases him. After slamming his face on the bar like 12 times, she kicks him in the balls.
She beats the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
I liked it. And then she has her drink anyways.
So in this scene, when they get back to the town,
Mhm.
there's Johnny Cat everywhere.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Odd product placement, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's just like there's Johnny Cat in the bar.
I guess cantinas are known for their.
Well, the
Johnny
town
Cat.
is called the Big Cat,
That's true.
or the cantina, or whatever.
Hmm.
So they probably named it that because the only endorsement they got was Johnny Cat. They probably only got free cat litter.
Probably.
You know what else I noticed in this scene
Mhm.
is the dead Mexican is still on
Yes.
the floor.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he is.
They just didn't even move him out of the way.
No, they're
Nope.
still playing cards, and there's just this
They
dead guy there.
Didn't even move him out of the way.
Which is awesome filmmaking.
He is just still right where he died.
Yep.
Fantastic. And we get introduced to Maxie's team. There's Juice, seems like kind of a adventure type guy. There's
Yeah.
Hammer, who is a giant fist of destruction.
Like a pro wrestler almost.
Yeah, kind of.
And then Special Delivery, or SD.
Yeah, right. He's the demolitions expert. And the cowboy. I don't know what the cowboy's name is.
He has like a long name. It's
Yeah.
like so-and-so Thurston so-and-so the third. Fastest gun in the West, even though he's in South America.
And it's modern day.
And then Spike.
And Spike, who's into knives.
She knifed somebody right in the wiener.
Outside, though, shit's about to go down because the cantina starts getting shot at. And it's surrounded by townies. You got 30 seconds to surrender your money and your women.
And there's another head wound.
I got massive head wounds, so I need a doctor, too.
Yeah.
Maybe some penicillin.
Duncan Jax heard he used all the penicillin in the continent.
Yeah, everybody's got gross face. I don't know what's going on there, but Duncan comes out.
With his gay distraction.
Is that...
That's what it is. It's the gay distraction tactic.
Hey, boys!
Yeah.
He's got a white bra
Uh-huh,
on a stick.
uh-huh. It was a very strange joke.
Yeah.
But
Then
they're
they
like...
all start blowing kisses at him.
Yeah.
And then he says, Juice, light him up.
And Juice comes out with the biggest heavy machine gun on planet Earth and starts going nuts.
He has a nice time with that gun.
He loves that gun.
Yeah.
He's having a blast shooting it. What is that, a bar? A BAR? I think that's what those are called.
I thought it was just an M60.
I thought the M60s were, like, long.
I thought he had an
Rifle-y.
M60, and then the later in the film, Hammer ends up coming across a 50 cal, but I don't know.
All right. Anyway, he's got a big, heavy machine gun and starts blasting everybody. Everybody comes out. There's a big shootout in town. Moxie gets in the bus and drives it up, gets everybody on it, and they escape town, headed to Mayan Temple Nazi HQ. And the two guys are like, some days you just can't make a peso.
Yeah.
That was just a weird ending.
It was
to that
super
scene.
weird. The whole scene is freaking weird.
Yeah, because
It's
you're
hilarious.
expecting them to be related to the film in some way, and they are not.
No, the bus gets stuck in the mud, and they're trying to meet Sato at the river, so they're already behind the clock. But they go all to push it around the back, but everybody goes out to push it at the back. There's no driver.
This was, again, the first time you watch this, you're like, it's just so unexpected. You're like, what the fuck? That's the end. What the fuck?
They push the bus down a fucking hill, basically.
And off a cliff.
Yeah,
A short one, but there's no more bus.
it's hilarious. So dumb. They do make it to the river, though, because Sato's there with his boat, and only Duncan and Maxie get in the boat. The rest of the team, I guess, just walk.
Duncan, Maxie, and Boone.
Well, Boon
And
shows up
Sato.
with Sato.
Well, when they first split, it's like Team Alpha is Maxie, Duncan, Boone, and Sato,
Mhm.
and Team Beta is the rest of everybody else.
Who are just going to walk there.
I guess so.
Okay. Some boat Nazis pull up. This is restricted waters. You must turn around now.
Yep.
But Duncan and Moxie have got a fucking hovercraft inside of this boat.
This thing was awesome.
It's ridiculous. So there's a hovercraft boat chase.
That ends up, because it's a hovercraft, it ends up on land for a while. There's a car involved, too.
Yeah, that's true. And he gets up on shore and turns the thing around and blasts some rockets. It's a rocket-firing hovercraft with teeth on the
With
front.
teeth on the front of it.
Awesome. And I love the explosions of these two boats.
Yes.
Too big. Too
Too
big.
big. I love the dummies get blown up and like
Uh-huh.
their arms are hanging off the side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was a cool effect.
It's awesome. The truck gets exploded. We should mention that it's the same truck from Unmasking the Idol.
It's Duncan Jax's truck. He blows up his own truck. I feel like in the sort of story world, he's lent the Nazis his truck because he feels like it's unfair.
Yeah.
So he's like, here, at least take my truck. It'll sort of not really even things out, but you'll have a cool truck.
Well, they make it to the Nazi HQ, and first they kind of go in stealthy. What's the guy's name? The crossbow guy?
Bolt,
Bolt, yeah.
because that's the bolts on the crossbow.
Yeah. He crossbows a couple guards, and then the alarm goes off, and then it's just everybody go nuts. Let's start blowing the hell out of this place.
This is, well, we get our first taste of Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
He throws guys on their face.
He is a man chucker.
He throws men everywhere, knocks them out of the air. People get hurt.
I think he chucked at least 7 guys.
I think it's more like 10.
Maybe. He throws a lot of guys. And it's all one shot, too.
Yeah.
It's great.
So many guys.
He goes to the back of a building just to find more guys so he can chuck them.
Yeah. Throws them out from behind the building and then turns around and says, I threw all the guys. Because he did. He found all the guys and he threw them.
What a great superpower, Hammer. I guess it worked. Juice gets back on his big gun and starts blowing the shit out of everything. Buildings are exploding. Bombs are being thrown and crazy business. Death everywhere. And Duncan and Maxie get inside the temple and they split up. She goes to bust Tiffany out, which goes quite flawlessly. Duncan's going to go take care of the Baron. Oh, outside, though. The war's not over because Boon is getting in on the game. He's got a Boon-sized tank.
It's a tandem tank because Saito's running the sort of targeting systems.
Okay.
Boone's driving.
Boone's the driver.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Boone's the wheelman, and I think that whatever telemetry has to happen is being handled in the back by Saito.
This movie has a baboon who drives a tank.
Yes.
And the tank has teeth on it.
I don't know if anything could be more awesome than a baboon driving a tank.
And to go to one of the keeping an eye out fours, which from the 0.5 was, when, as a viewer, do you say, wow, this movie has it all?
Right here.
I said it at the hovercraft. When this thing comes out, I'm like, oh, this too? What?
I mean, you could even go back as far as Hitler Cake.
Yeah, the Hitler Cake is really, I think about half the people with Unfrozen Hitler are like, well, it's got it all. And then the other half are around the hovercraft. Jackie here has seen a lot of things because it takes the baboon tank to get you on board, I guess.
Yeah, I was just like, this movie has just hit the Captain Awesome list.
Yeah.
Baboon driving a tank. Unbelievable.
And Boone's good at it.
Hey, they're blowing the shit out of guys.
Like the destruction goes from about a 3 to an 11 when the Boon tank shows up.
Boon tank. The Baron's got the jump on Jax, though, and he gives him your typical villain speech.
He asks him for the village. He's like, since you're going to kill me, why don't you tell me how exactly I'll defuse the laser? And so he does.
Right. But you'll never succeed, Duncan Jax. I'm about to shoot you. And Duncan's like, okay, well, I'm going to walk over here, grab this spear, chuck it from across the room at you, and hit you in the chest before you can fire a bullet.
And yell, you old windbag.
You old windbag. Hilarious.
I loved that line.
Yep. The Baron is dead. So
He chops his finger off.
he goes into the Hitler room and smashes the glass on the trash can, causing Hitler's face to come through his face.
Yep.
Yeah,
He gets up so fast his skull comes out of his. You ever had one of those mornings? It gives you a stiff neck. He's like taking it to the next level, and his skull comes out of his face.
That's now alive, too.
Yeah, so he dies. He dies from that.
From his face going through his face.
Yep. That can be lethal.
What if he'd made it?
He's just like
could you stitch him back up?
it would have been that. There would be an opportunity for, like, if it was a real guy and not a man cake or whatever, a prop, that they weren't going to do that special effect. You'd have the opportunity for Duncan Jax to just kind of look around and then beat him to death with, like, the butt end of a pistol. Like, just over and over again. If he keeps moving, hit him like 3 more times and then look around like, oh, that was nasty business right there.
Why won't you die?
Yeah.
And then he sticks his finger in his brain and tries it. That's good Hitler cake.
Oh, this is... Again, the raspberry was a good choice.
I mean, I've had a lot of Hitler cakes in my time, but
Yeah.
this is by far the best Hitler cake.
I didn't have to eat this one asshole first. Because that's a thing.
It's a Duncan Jax thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So Hitler's dead. Good news, everybody.
Good news.
He is no longer on an island with
Yeah.
Elvis and Sasquatch. He is dead as shit. Outside, the war is still going on. Spike is now stabbing men by the handful.
Yeah, this is where she stabs somebody right in the wiener.
She chops a guy's balls. Eesh.
We got to mention that the gunslinger guy has his own theme song too, and
Mhm.
he just shows up periodically through this, and then shoots like 4 or 5 guys. But looks like
Smiling.
he's really. Sometimes he seems like he's genuinely distressed.
He reminds me of how Peter Frampton plays the guitar.
Oh yeah.
He just makes these ridiculous faces while firing off that heavy machine gun. And it's like, that guy's having a really good time right here. And then Special Delivery shows up and starts chucking fucking grenades, blowing the hell out of it. The guy gets lit on fire. Things are getting out of control.
Things have been out of control. Now they're electric shit on fire.
Juice mows down like 6 guys while Duncan's trying to avoid bodies.
He was just like using suppressive fire until they shot his hat, and then he just starts fucking killing motherfuckers. They shot his hat, those bastards.
Duncan gets in the laser room, and in order to shut down the laser, you need both the Baron and Dr. Kurtz's fingerprints. But so he's got the Baron's because he chopped it off, but Kurtz sticks his hand in goo,
Reactor fluid.
and it pretty much comes apart.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It also the melting hand grabs the metal
Do you
behind him. It was great.
Do you think that was a glove, or do you think that was some sort of robotics?
I bet it's not. It's probably not robotics. I bet it's like he probably had a gripper inside of his sleeve that he could use to make the hand work.
Yeah, it looked really good.
It was awesome.
But it doesn't work out for old Dr. Kurtz because Dr. Brinkman shoots him in the back like 20 times.
Yeah.
Good job. And Duncan rigs the laser to blow up. Everybody out! And it really blows up. It is too much dynamite. This is a huge explosion.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks like when they blow up the base on Endor,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is just with all of the explosions here. There are people very close to them.
Uh-huh.
In this shot, Ian Hunter is probably only 20 feet away
Correct.
from the most dynamite that he's ever seen go off at what
Indeed.
just an incredible explosion.
Huge. It is not a model. It is a motherfucker of an explosion.
Yeah, they blow the shit out of that laser thing.
Hammer's still at it because he sees a guy on a 3-wheeler, tosses him over a building, then steals his 3-wheeler and runs his head over.
This is the stuntman here had a bad day.
A real bad day.
Because the first part of the stunt goes wrong. He lands on his head when he flies over the tent.
Uh-huh.
But then you have Hammer come around the tent with the 3-wheeler, and he's paying attention to where he's shooting.
Uh-huh.
Because he's coming around the corner shooting blanks hot out of a machine gun. You got to be careful not to shoot anybody. Doesn't pay attention, runs right over that guy's head.
His head. Is he dead?
I don't think so, but I'm sure he went to the hospital.
How do you not be dead?
I think the ground hopefully was soft enough.
It's not sand. This is hard dirt.
It's not a good deal for the guy. He moved afterwards.
What?
Like, it looked like he was, I have to stay still. I'm still in the shot.
Ow.
Like, if it would have been worse, I think he wouldn't have been usable footage. But still, like, he ran over his fucking head.
Man.
And it made it in the movie.
Yep. Unbelievable.
And they put the sound effect on there too of
Yeah.
his skull crushing.
Yep. Awesome.
So you would hope he was okay, because it was like, oh, God rest Peter. And go ahead and put a skull crush sound
Yeah,
effect on him.
can we boost that a little bit?
Just, it needs to be a little hotter.
Make him cry out in horrible agony as he
His
dies.
children,
right
could
here.
you make him say his children's names?
Yes. Tell my wife I love her. Well, good news. Mission accomplished. Everybody's fucking dead that was an Order of the Black Eagle guys. And it's time to go have a little riverboat trip. Everybody says their goodbyes. Maxie stays behind. Team gets on the boat and then...
She sort of does, because she's on the boat in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Duncan and Tiffany then get in the basement of the boat, if you would call it that. The hold.
The
I guess.
cabin.
Yeah. And inside is a fucking hot air balloon.
You have to have one. It's a Duncan Jax movie.
Take the hot air balloon off the boat into the sky. Toast champagne. They fucking forgot Boon, though.
No,
What the
I
fuck,
think
man?
that they're going to do things that he doesn't need to be around for.
Oh, so they're just gonna eat her, and then come back down?
I think they'll meet him. They'll meet him wherever they're going.
Hey, guys, do you mind watching my baboon? I gotta go pork this lady in a hot air balloon.
They're all going to the
sorry.
same
I'm
place.
sorry, what? What was that?
Okay, wait. That was a
we're
sentence?
we're on a boat. Yeah, don't worry about that. I got it covered. Just watch my baboon.
And don't fucking take that hovercraft. That's mine.
For God's sakes, I hope Duncan Jax used protection, because apparently, you shouldn't have sex in unprotected sex in South America. Gonna get that gonorrhea.
He's not in South America anymore. He's just over South American air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
safe.
in the airways.
It is safe sex.
He's already, well, it's her that should be worried.
Duncan Jax, you better be back by 8 p.m.
Yep.
Freeze frame credits. Classic.
Yep.
Awesome. Sam, go first with your questions.
Well, we kind of covered this a little bit with what would happen with Hitler, but not exactly this. What would unfrozen Hitler's first request be?
A glass of water.
Wow, how practical and boring.
I would think it would be just like Austin Powers, the world's longest piss.
Huh. But what's he ask for?
Okay, you
The
just want
bathroom?
something funny.
No, I'm just saying, okay, let's round the bases. He got some water,
Takes a
goes
piss.
pee, has a shower,
Smokes a
gets to where
cigarette.
he's feeling okay.
Yeah.
First order of business for unfrozen Hitler.
I would think it would be build a wall on the border of Mexico.
Oh!
Bam!
Oh, boy.
If this mic wasn't on a boom arm, I would drop it. Suck it, Donald Trump.
Jackie?
I think he'd ask for a ride in the helicopter. I want to see my operation.
Yeah, they didn't have
You will
those.
take me on the helicopter.
They did not have choppers in
Yeah, it was
Hitler's Germany.
It was right after that, so
Yeah.
he would have been very excited. I think you're right. He would have been very excited about the helicopter.
This Whirlybird death machine is incredible.
Yeah. Have you seen Magnum P.I.? He has a whole mustache. The whole way across his lip. The women love it.
Jackson.
Most of my questions got answered during the thing, but I guess I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Good job.
How many do you have?
I just have two.
Okay.
Who do you guys think was the more effective team? The Ninja Squad from Unmasking the Idol or mercenary spy team up from Order of the Black Eagle?
In terms of efficiency, these guys take down a small army with a handful of people and blow the fuck out of a continent. These guys are way more efficient.
Okay, that's true.
Ruthlessly efficient.
That's true.
Yeah.
They did invade an entire island with the ninjas, though.
The ninjas, some of the ninjas are lost. Like these guys, they don't lose a man.
They don't lose a man. Everybody
They
makes it out of there. Nobody even Well, Duncan gets shot.
kind of. It's
Kind of.
like a nuisance to him.
Yeah. He just looks at his shoulder like, huh,
Yeah.
okay, guess that happened. Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
No, these guys are, even though the ninjas are awesome, like these guys get it done.
They definitely get it done. Okay, I'm with you.
Have you ever seen a budget movie that has more? I mean, I know that they use every explosion 2 or 3 times, but they shoot it well enough. Like, have you ever seen a budget movie that has this much shit blowing up in it?
Blowing up. Whoa, no. There's a lot of explosions. A lot of really kind of expensive sequences.
Yes.
The only movie I could even compare it to like that would be Hell Comes to Frogtown, as far as being very filled with content, but also made very cheaply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, this does stand on its own platform as far as nice job, guys.
Yeah, these 2 movies are incredible for what they were made on.
Spent the money wisely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how Fox makes movies.
Nope.
What's your favorite of the 2? That's the big one.
It's why I lump them together on my Hall of Fame, is because I can't choose one.
It's really hard.
Because they're differently equal. The other one, the title sequence is better. The ninjas are ridiculous. There's so much about the first one that's so fucking awesome. Treasure hunting. This one is off the wall ridiculous in its own, like, on its own tangent. It's like they become an apple and an orange that I just, like, I want the apple and the orange. Fuck
Yeah, it's very hard to do. Jackie?
It's the Boon tank. I'm going to say this. I like the second one just slightly more because of the Boon tank.
Yeah.
Boon Tank's a pretty big deal.
The Boon tank is a big deal.
And I thought that they made Boon even funnier.
My problem with this one is I could have used a lot more Boon.
Ah.
Boon is absent for about half of this film, and whereas in Unmasking the Idol, he's there almost the entire time. He has his own fucking sequence where he chucks grenades at people,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. The concept of a baboon driving a tank, while incredible, really is just a baboon sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
Him chucking grenades in the first one is amazing.
It was.
I love it. So yeah, he does flip a lot more people off, but he's just absent for so much that I think that this one has to go below the other one, even though it's fucking great.
It's fucking great.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds like a draw.
Give me more Boon, is what
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, I guess we're down to the last order of nasty business, which was the 0.5 question to be answered and keep an eye out for. Who is your favorite mercenary, Jackie?
Juice.
Juice.
Juice!
Juice is mine too. He's so much fun.
I just love his facial expressions,
Yeah.
and then he is having a great fucking time.
He loves blowing motherfuckers away.
Okay, well, I guess since that was such a unanimous Juice, let's go for number 2. Who's your number 2?
I wasn't prepared for a number 2, but I'm gonna have to say that it was Bolt.
Bolt.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Bolt's a surprise pick.
He's
Why
sort
Bolt?
of like a fake Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yeah. / Willie Nelson.
Yeah, he reminded me of Willie Nelson,
Oh,
and I liked that he had dynamite strapped to some of his arrows and stuff. I thought it was funny.
I would say Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah.
When the
He's
first
Chuck's men. That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, also the first time that I watched it with Roman, friend of the program, he and I decided that that's his battle strategy. Is that he always goes into a battle unarmed and then he comes out with more guns. Because he leaves with like 3 guns and one of them's a heavy machine gun. Like he's always in the positive on guns. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, I like Hammer quite a bit.
I will, however, go with mine is special delivery for number 2. Really, because he doesn't do much, but when he gets involved, he's funny and he blows shit up.
And he's got a weird mustache.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Very Frenchy.
He looks like a postman.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So as we said at the beginning of the episode, our final recommendation is do
Do.
Do it. Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Awesome shit.
watch both of them. Please, if anybody in charge is listening, please put both of these on a Blu-ray so I can buy it.
Yes.
I want this. Get us some special features.
I would pay upwards of $20 for a double pack, no problem. 25 even.
Commentary with Ian Hunter would be great.
Yeah.
Anworth Keeter. Oh my God, I love him. Anyways, Jackie, it's your pick next week. You probably don't have a guess on what it is, do you?
No.
Aces! All right, well, stay in suspense. It's like
I put it on the calendar so I don't have to remember this stuff.
like the election.
There's some suspense there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they say that Donald Trump is a butthole. And I hope he fucking burns in a death fire, but, you know,
Well,
whatever.
that's suspenseful.
Fire. Wow, that's a very...
Okay. Get to the chopper or your hot air balloon.
Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.